A bit of context here. Right now, in my company, we are really focused on retention. One of key challenges is that we want to build our RFM segmentation, so recency, frequency, monetary value. And it's even easier starting that we only want to build for the beginning initially recency and frequency, meaning how long ago a user visited our website and how often, right? So we decided to do this using cohorts, and obviously we want to pass the data from these cohorts to MailChimp so we can actually reach our audience even outside of the website. The problem is that we cannot properly define segments based on this cohort. So specifically, I need to count one or more page visits per day as a single visit. But when I set a segment 2 to 5 visits, it gives me all those visits which users made during the one day, right? So it's not like a representative cohort for us. So that's the question. How do I set unique events? Because I can do the unique events segmentation just in like a basic graphics in segment, but I cannot do them in cohorts.
Yeah, so typically users care about when the user last visited instead of like thinking about how many times or what was the number of visits or how engaged they were. This can be done instrumenting a user property instead of looking at a particular event. You instrument a user property with the data that basically increases the counter with every session a user creates. Like visits, I am, like keeping this synonymous with a session. So whenever a new session starts, you increase that counter. So
Yeah.
when you create the same cohort, the second condition is fine. You can recreate this particular cohort in a way.
Am I clear here? So we need implement the specific attribute for each user, which will basically count their unique visits, and then we can make RFM segmentation based on that.
Yeah, then these kind of cohorts become really easier, right? So like the same thing, you just apply two conditions, one offset by 7 days and see if that user property is between 2 to 6. So that's the first condition. And second condition is who did not make any visit in last 7 days. So these two, like by applying these two conditions, you can pretty easily get to like where you want to go.
Okay, that makes sense.